Alright, it's late. I don't even know what time it is. It is, it's 3:16 in the morning. I know this is late. I'm very tired. But let's get right into it. Today's video is kind of like, for some people it'd be nasty, some it'd be scary. This one for me was just kind of like nasty. Anyway, alright, so this happened when I was about 5 or 6. My brother, he, at his age, when I was like 5 or 6, he would always have friends over and just like chilling out. So, and they were always in like bikes and skateboard and stuff like that. So on this day, he got his friends over and they made a ramp out of wood. They tested it out. It worked pretty good, but it didn't break at all. But they got over, and my brother decided to ask one of them to lay down in front of the ramp. Like, the ramp was like this, and then it had a little slope like that. My brother asked my friend to lay down right about, like, here's the slope in the front, holding it up for the slant. My brother asked him to lay right there, right there. Let's see if he could do it. He was like, alright. So he lay down, and then, so he asked him to lay down there, so he did. And my brother, this is the only part I can't remember. I can't remember. He was either on a bike or he was on a skateboard. He was on a bike or a skateboard. And he went to go over it. And then I guess he forgot his friend was there. So he went to go jump it. And he saw his friend laying there. And I guess he kind of freaked out a little bit. So he kind of like jumped off the bike, but his foot got stuck under the pedal. So when it did, he like stuck, and the bike fell over, and my brother's whole kneecap was scraped up. His whole elbow was scraped up, and he had a little cut on his head from a rock that hit him, but he fell, and he hit the ground, and he slid. Oh my gosh, man. He pulled up his pants leg. His entire knee was bleeding. Kneecap was bleeding. His entire elbow and his face had a scratch on it from a rock. So he got up, looked at it. He said he couldn't feel it at first, but then he put his pants leg back down. And see, the way where I live, I have a family, but then like 2 of my family members live like close to each other, like right across the street, literally. So we were in the middle of the road. It's a cul-de-sac or a circle. And so we were in the middle, and my papa is kind of old school. He like just puts like band-aids and stuff. Don't even put no Neosporin on anything. He'll be like, just calm down. It'll go away. My Mimi across the street is actually not a doctor, but she's the doctor of the family. Well, she was then. Not now. Now my third mom, she's the doctor, because she's actually a doctor. So at this time, my Mimi was the doctor of the family, but she wasn't an actual doctor. So he went up, my brother went over there, pulled up his pants leg, and I was like, oh my god, what'd you do? My brother was like, just being stupid again. I went off the ramp, and I freaked out, and I jumped off, and I fell. Sorry for yawning so much. And then, so, and there was blood running, like he took his shoe off, and his entire sock was soaked in blood. Y'all can probably try to imagine it, but it was crazy. But yeah, but Mimi, she put hydrogen peroxide on it. She put a lot of that on it. And she took a rag. Well, first she took a rag and wiped all the blood off. That was like running down his leg. And then some hydrogen peroxide poured it on there. And bubbling up. It was a lot of stuff, yeah. And then she was doing the knee first. And then she kind of gave him a Q-tip with some Neosporin, because the cut on his head wasn't too bad to where it was bleeding. It bled a little bit, and then it was done after he, like, wiped it off and held a rag there for a little bit. So my Mimi gave him a Q-tip with some Neosporin on it, and he wiped that down and put a Band-Aid on it. And then, and yeah, after she did the hydrogen peroxide, she put Neosporin on it, his knee, held a rag there for about 5-10 minutes. It stopped bleeding. Put Neosporin on it, and then put one of those big Band-Aids on it. And then she went to the elbow, and that's when he started screaming. He was like not screaming, like, he was making noises like it hurt, like pain noises, like ow, God, that, because his knee was, his elbow was worse than his knee, because he landed on his elbow first. Like, he kind of went forward, like the bike was like this, and it went like that. And then, so he landed on his elbow, and then his knee got on the ground, and then scraped it, and then a rock hit his head. He hit his head on the ground. But anyway, she was putting the hydrogen peroxide on his elbow, and he was like making pain noises. And then she put Neosporin in it, put a bed in it. But yeah. After that, we went back outside, and there was like a trail of blood that was like dripping off his elbow. There was a trail of blood in the driveway. I know this is kind of nasty for some of y'all. I'm sorry for going into detail. I just gotta get better at making videos. I'm not used to it. I've never had a channel. That guy Luna, also nothing to say. He inspired me to do this, and Leafy, Roland. There's different people inspired me. I didn't have anything else to do. So then I'll be going away, because I don't go to school here. And my parents won't let me bring my iPad. I go to school at a military school, so they take your all your devices up until a certain day, and you get them back, and then they take them back up. But about the end of August, I'll be going back. So that's gonna suck. It's basically like boot camp for the Army, but it also has academic stuff like sports and like math classes for kids my age that are still in school. So it's boot camp with academic stuff. So yeah, that sucks. Anyway, if y'all liked it, leave a thumbs up. Subscribe. I don't know.